Hi, boys and girls. Do you see this calendar? I haven't been downstairs to do it for a long time. We've been doing it upstairs on the computer, but I had to come down, and it's nighttime. Shh, my dog's asleep, and it's dark outside. But I came down anyway because, well, look over here. We're all filled up. This is going to be the last day. We don't even have room for another spot for the date for today. But this is the last day of May. M-A-Y. So we're going to say goodbye to May. But this is the last day. Let's see how many days there were in May. Can you help me count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What's this number? 9. Good. 10, 11, 12. Here come the teen numbers. They all have a 1 in front. 13, 14, 15, 16, 7. See, there's a 7 and a 1 in front. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And the 20s have 2s in front. 22, 23. Can you see this? 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. And yesterday was 30. 30. But this month is extra long, so it has another number, 31. 31 days in the month of May, and it was a Sunday today. And tomorrow is a school day and Monday. But today is not a school day, but I decided to make it one anyway. So today I am going to tell you about an author that I love. His name is Eric Carle. I have some of his books here that if we were at school, we certainly would be doing. The Grouchy Ladybug. Maybe I'll still do it. And I love doing this book, The Very Clumsy Click Beetle, because there's a great fun project that all the kids like to do with that. But today, we're going to start off with one of his very popular books. I have it in a big book, and I have a little size book. But they're the same title, and they have the same picture on the front. The illustrator and author of this story is Eric Carle. We learned about butterflies earlier this year when we had our own caterpillars in our class that turned into a butterfly. It spun a chrysalis, right? And we used to go out and look under the milkweed and you'd find some more. I know Nate and Giovanni love doing that together. Okay, let's read this story. I saved it for springtime. The Very Hungry Caterpillar. What would you eat if you were a caterpillar and you were so hungry? I wonder. There's the title page. The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. For my sister, Krista, that's what Eric said. In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. Right here. That's the moon. One Sunday morning, the warm sun came up and pop! Out of the egg came a very tiny and very hungry caterpillar. There he is. He's on the dirt. He has 2 antennae, 6 legs. he started to look for some food. On M, Monday, just like on our calendar, M, Monday, he ate through one red apple. But he was still hungry. On T, Tuesday, he ate through, how many are here? 2. 2 pears. But, come on, help say it with me. He was still hungry. There he is coming through the pear. Can you see that? Okay. So after 2 comes what number? 3. And after Tuesday comes W. Wednesday. On Wednesday, he ate through 3 plums. Help me read. But he was still hungry. This is the only time you're allowed to stick out your tongue for the T and the H. On Thursday, he ate through how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 strawberries. But he was still hungry. Good reading. You see, you can make your own book later and punch a hole through the strawberries to make it look like he ate through them. Here he is, coming through the last strawberry. What day's after Thursday? Let's look at our calendar. F, Friday. Right. On Friday, he ate through 5 oranges. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But he was still hungry. Now, it's not a school day anymore. It's Saturday for the caterpillar. Oh, he's gonna have a party! What is he gonna do on his day off from school? When he's not eating healthy food, he sure goes to town, doesn't he? On Saturday, he ate through 1 piece of chocolate cake, 1 ice cream cone, 1 pickle, 1 slice of Swiss cheese, a slice of salami, 1 lollipop, 1 piece of cherry pie, 1 sausage, and 1 cupcake, and a slice of watermelon. Can you find the caterpillar? Oh my goodness, look at him. He doesn't look like he feels very well. That night, he had a stomach ache. I guess so. He sure ate a lot of junk. Caterpillar, how are you going to get better? Oh, I see holes in this leaf. The next day was Sunday, just like tonight, Sunday. And the caterpillar ate through 1 nice green leaf. And after that, he felt much better. Felt much better after he ate through a green leaf. Oh no! Look at the size of that caterpillar! My goodness, what happened? Now he wasn't hungry anymore, and he wasn't a little caterpillar anymore. He was a big fat caterpillar. And he built a small house called a, now you learned what butterflies spin, a chrysalis. But Mr. Carl, Eric Carl, he was a fantastic writer and illustrator but he said a cocoon, and that's usually for a moth, not a butterfly. So we're going to change the word from cocoon to chrysalis. He built a small house called a chrysalis around himself, and he stayed inside for more than 2 weeks, and then he nibbled a hole in the chrysalis and pushed his way out. What do you think happened when he came out? You know, because you got to see it when you were in our class. He was a beautiful butterfly. Wasn't that a great story? That is so true. Mr. Aaron Carl is a fantastic author. Now, at home, if you want and your family has it, not everybody eats eggs. And not everybody has extra egg cartons like Mrs. Fitzgerald, who happens to have started to save them for you, but we didn't have school together, so guess I'll be recycling this. Anyway, what I did was I took an egg carton, turned it upside down, have a grown-up cut it, and then you get just this. You can even tear it. And in the front, you can put 2 antennae. You can paint it any colors that you want. And then I used to have a pair of scissors to poke a hole, or actually even a hole puncher. And then I'd slide little legs through. Now, all insects have 6 legs. They have a head, a thorax, and an abdomen, and 2 antennae, and some wings usually may be hidden, but not always. But definitely 6 legs for an insect. So there is my little caterpillar that I made. Now, some years I didn't have enough egg cartons to make it this long for all the children. And on those years, I said, well, we'll just have to make a different kind of looking caterpillar. And we made a shorter one. So you can use whatever you have. And if you don't have an egg carton, don't worry about it. You don't even have to do the project. I'm just showing you some fun things that you can do. Now, another thing you can do is you can have a piece of paper that you put circles on all together. And remember, we had in his story, he had a red face. So you can have a red circle for the head. And then this day, he's eating through 4 strawberries. Now, look what happens when I want to show strawberries. I add details so that it doesn't just look like an apple. I put little black seeds, little seeds on the outside, because strawberries have their seeds on the outside. And I made sure that I put a little stem on top, little greenery that they have. And the antenna and the legs on the caterpillar. So, and then I had to say, well, how can I make it look like he's really outside? I had to create the setting. So I had the dirt on the ground and then the sun in the sky. I decided, is it a sunny day or a rainy day? And you can make your picture any way you want, and you can have him eating through anything that you saw in the book, and we'll try to figure out what day of the week it is. Maybe we'll even bring a picture like that to our Zoom this week. That might be good. Now, if you were in class, we would do a book together like this. And watch this book that we would make. I take paper and put it together like this so that it's a long sheet, and I have all the days of the week on there. Now you can't see what it looks like, but I'll show you as one that I have as a sample or two. So, on a little egg, lay on a leaf. I have that. And then I just drew little green circles for the body and a red circle for the face, head, and 2 antennae. And then on Monday, he ate through 1 red apple. And you see how I punched a hole in the apple? And then on Tuesday, he ate through 2 pears. And then you can punch hole on your pears. And you go through each day of the week and you add the caterpillar and you make a setting for him. And then on the last day, I didn't do everything he ate through because that would take too long and be a lot of work. But I have an ice cream cone, a piece of cake, a watermelon, and then he spun a chrysalis. And then after he spun a chrysalis, what did he turn into? Do you remember? So he was a caterpillar, he spun a chrysalis, and then when he came out of the chrysalis, he was a beautiful butterfly, wasn't he? So a way that you can make a butterfly if you want to, I don't even know if they sell these anymore. In the olden days, they used to have coffee filters. They still might. And you could use something else. And then I'd squish it together like this. And I would put a little pipe cleaner on it like this. And then I'm really showing your mommies and daddies or grandmas or abuelitas in case they want to help you do projects for fun this summer or this week or the next week, anytime. Now, that's kind of not a beautiful butterfly because it doesn't have color, and just plain white is kind of boring. So what you could do is, I used to have the kids, before we did this, we used to color it with marker and make it all beautiful. And then if you put a little bit of water on it, it makes it really pretty. I'll find my fancy one another day. And if you have dip dots, you could use those too. You can use all kinds of things, anything that you want. But I usually do marker with a little bit of water, and it looks really pretty. Well, this one's not going to be so fancy because I don't have time to do it here with you. But you get the idea. Butterfly, 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 and goodbye. I have a lot of good activities for you on the computer that goes with our Eric Carle, the Very Hungry Caterpillar story. We'll do a lot of different things, different days for counting and for letters. And I hope you'll have a wonderful time. Maybe you'll even do an art project, okay? I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, friends.